Welcome back everybody to Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Last time we finally took down the ice wyvern herself, Velkhana. We had to repel her from attacking Seliana, and then we chased her back to the Hoarfrost Reach and we put an end to her there. But now we're tasked with exploring the old Everworm's sound and the seismic tremors happening across the new world. And you see, we have new duds. Now, I know we transition weapons from raw to element and everything else, and we used the longsword as a one-off weapon last time because I just love that weapon with Velkhana. But I figured since we're nearing the end of Iceborne, I really want to showcase and really test out the elemental effects of weapons. So we're back to using the insect glaive, and then we'll probably switch between the glaive and the dual blades, just because that's my preference and that's what we'll use. So, we also notice that we have different armor on. This isn't actually what we're wearing, but I have unlocked the ability to buy this or craft this as layered armor. And since we're not going to the Hoarfrost Reach, we might as well look very, very elegant in our oolong armor. But we've got some people around town to talk to, so let's go see what they have to tell us.
Oh, that reminds me.
I'm going bonkers here with all these ideas. I saw a hunter wearing a waterproof mantle and my mind was like, cream something in it. The same thing she always tells us. Take care of the quest, put that red cup away.
Take care out there.
We must hunt a tempered AzurePKK.
Oh, that reminds me.
Same thing. Take care of the quest, duet of rhyme, and we can get to work.
Take care out there.
And this is hunting a Legiana and a Shrieking Legiana, because you know, fighting them together when we fought Shrieking Legiana was the best.
Oh, that reminds me.
I'm going bonkers here with all these ideas. I saw a hunter wearing a thunderproof mantle. Take care of the quest, trap the Thunderjaw.
Get it done for me, will ya?
Just capture a Fulgur Anjanath, not tempered or not. And that's all she has for us right now, so we have more quests to upgrade our mantles. Maybe we'll take care of those off screen, who knows, but we do need to upgrade the mantles. My goodness, this base is growing, and with more people, we're gonna need more ingredients for new dishes. If you can help me out and deliver some to the nice people over at the resource center, that'd be right helpful. And don't you go off on an empty stomach, meow, or you're gonna have to answer this here ladle upside your head, helmet or not. Just a delivery of a twisted stout horn. I actually own 4 of these, and we only need 1, so we can actually turn that in immediately. We can go talk to the Lightning Researcher, but since we're not doing his camera requests, we're not actually gonna do those. But what I want to show off is for deliveries, we can deliver to get the Tequila de Locos. But also that one camp we bumped into in Hoarfrost Reach that I mentioned. I never actually showed you the materials for quite a while now, but I already have it. It's the Azure Rathalos Fellwing. I have 7 of these, and that gives us Camp 15 in Hoarfrost Reach. But that's not where we're going today. Other than that, I did shuffle my armor around besides the layered armor itself, so to show you that, we are actually wearing the oolong helmet, and we switch to the acidic lavinous gloves, the Dober coil, and the oolong boots. So we have 3 pieces of seasonal armor, which I'm sorry, but at this point the festivals are pretty frequent enough that you can get them. The reason I went with these specific sets and armor to go with is, one, we have a lot of deco slots, which gives us some amazing abilities. So overall, we have crit eye level 7 because we want high affinity, attack boost level 4 giving us more attack and that extra 5% affinity, which is really nice. The acidic lavinous gloves, and I believe it's the Dober coil. Yes, the Dober coil gives us stun resist level 3. We now can no longer be stunned at all. Finally, we won't have any more, hopefully, silly deaths by being stunned, so that's going to be amazing. Health boost level 3 is on the oolong pants, and then 1 deco on the chest. Weakness, crit, same as usual. Power prolonger. I couldn't slot brace in here to increase the Kinsect extract effects, but I did increase the duration that our weapon will stay powered up. And then extra stats, we have recovery up if I use mega potions to increase our health recovered. Stamina Thief was a dual deco. Airborne, we fight in the air. It's a decent skill to have. Fortify in case we die, because we're probably going to, and Divine Blessing was also a extra skill. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we have. Let me refill up my items, and let's head on an expedition to Elder's Recess.
Let's look for evidence of any major shifts. Take a step back, and it's possible that lots of little changes all trace back to the same cause.
We never actually ate a meal, so we might as well.
Yes!
Alright. Now, it's probably pretty obvious. I'm actually wielding the Ice Insect Glaive. I'm bringing this with us because the monster we'll be encountering here is super weak to ice, but we'll go over that when we get there. But for now, let's look for these changes.
Monster tracks! We don't have a record of anything like these. They feel different. Almost scary. Little ripples can sometimes come together to form a giant wave. That's what all this feels like. What? Thorns! Guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Yo. Check it out. Nergigante thorns. What do you have in your sights this time, huh? Business is about to pick up. There's something odd about this one. Can't investigate with Egghead wrecking the place. Have fun. I'll leave this one to you. We'll rendezvous later. You overachieving A-listers are gonna put me out of a job.
Seething Basil Goose, a subspecies, or I guess variant, whatever way you want to word it. The opposite of Basil Goose. He, if I can actually even grab a single extract from his body that's not just power, he is 3-star weak to ice. That is why I brought the Ice Insect Glaive with me. Other than that, he is 2-star weak to thunder, and everything else is 1-star, so I would not recommend bringing anything else with you besides these 2 elements if you run any of them. And in terms of ailment, sleep is actually the most effective, but poison, paralysis, and stun are also 2-star, but not as effective as sleep. And sleep does kind of have diminishing returns, so I wouldn't really focus on sleep too much. Also, where would I get brown extract? I believe from his wing? No. I'm not sure where brown extract is. Oh, it's from his back and his belly, which are going to be really hard areas to actually hit. Yeah, this is Seething Basil. He's actually quite... Wait, okay, that's his... Wow. Belly's a weird spot to actually hit on him, I guess. But this is Seething Basil Goose. As I mentioned, opposite of Basil Goose, where Basil was a invading monster in Vanilla World, Seething Basil is not actually an invasion monster. He doesn't really invade your quests very often, which is a lot better because he was so terrible in base world. But I'm glad I don't have to keep dealing with him here. Thank God, right? See if we can get a stun. Uh-oh. We're gonna try to go for a flinch shot. I still highly recommend knocking off his tail or breaking his head. Those are his two weakest spots on his entire body. I don't think we're gonna get a... Wow. But this Basil actually drops more aggressive bombs. This Basil's a lot more dangerous than the one we had fought before. As you see, he's kind of glowing purple, which means his bombs will get, one, more dangerous and have a larger blast radius. So be very, very careful of that. I actually, for whatever reason, I don't find Seething Basil to be as difficult as regular Basil Goose, as strange as that actually sounds. Oh, I can't seem to get the... mount on him. There we go. But yeah, Seething Basil, there's not too much to say about him. I mean, in his general notes, he only actually has one brand new move that we haven't seen yet. Trust me, it's going to be a giant move. You'll know it when you see it. And yeah, we're transitioning to fighting Elder Dragons, because apparently we've now spotted Nergigante tracks, which I guess Nergigante is also making a comeback back into the ecosystem. For better or worse, depending on how you look at it. If you liked fighting Nergigante, then this is exciting. If you didn't, then I'm sorry. Alright, we gotta get our extracts back up. We're about to run out. Let's just grab a white one. Yep, there we go. This is why I went for Power Prolonger, just so we could have our abilities kind of last longer. Because having to constantly grab the extracts does kind of make the Insect Glaive a little bit annoying, at least to me. That's why I actually think Power Prolonger is the better skill to actually have long-term in a battle. Alright, let's actually power up my Kinsect. And let's get him on Seething Basil to just rack up some damage. I also gave Flight Jewel because it's a very good ability to actually use against Seething Basil, since he has such a large body and it's easy to kind of maneuver in the air with the glaive. So it just made perfect sense to actually have Flight to increase our damage by 30%. Even though he's glowing purple, he hasn't dropped his more explosive bombs quite yet. He also drops them a lot more when he's enraged, and his bombs don't need to be detonated. Oh my god, so difficult. Detonated. I don't know why that's so tough to say. He can't explode his bombs. He doesn't need to manually explode his bombs when he's enraged. They'll just blow up on their own. So just be very mindful of that when he is enraged. That will be a thing that unfortunately happens. Oh, Basil actually went to a different area. I always expect them to go to that center area. Nope, not Seething Basil. He's going somewhere else. Then I guess Dodogama still wanted to follow. I guess. Alright, good. Get the Kinsect on him. Oh, he still got away. But yeah, I find the glaive to work really well against Seething Basil, and since Iceborne is still quite a bit about those elemental weapons, it does actually make more sense to kind of use it. We've already shown off every weapon pretty much, except for the ones I'm really bad with. So this just kind of made more sense. Plus, at least at this point of me playing Iceborne with those are those purple bombs. They grow in size, and they have a larger explosion radius, and they do a lot more damage. Be very, very careful of them. Alright, get another mount. But yeah, I just kind of associate this hunter with using the glaive and the dual blades. Where on my main file, I kind of associate my own personal hunter with using the longsword and the hammer. So I just kind of would rather use these two weapons kind of on and off the rest of the game, just because I feel like it really matches this hunter's aesthetic. At least I think so. I really wish we didn't have Dodogama causing us some trouble. That's not really something I'm enjoying. Especially when he knocks me out of the air. That's really unfortunate. Although he did actually knock Basil down. Alright. That actually gives us red and white, which is super awesome, having our insect powered up by the slinger pods, which I never really do enough that I really should be doing more. I just don't for some reason. Don't follow my example. I'm bad at utilizing all of my tools available to me. We also do need to upgrade the Kinsect to its final stage, but I didn't actually check, so I don't know if we can yet. Also, Basil, are you going for me or are you going for Dodogama? Where are you going? Oh. I forget Seething Basil and Basil both have that stupid Rathian shtick where they just run back and forth, and it's super annoying to deal with. Although when he is enraged, I forgot about this, if you do enough damage to his head, you'll kind of get the same thing from Ebony Odogaron, where you'll knock them out of that powered up state, and you get a pretty nice stun or knockdown. I mean, his tail stays powered up. That's why I'm trying really hard to cut it off. Trying really hard to cut it off. Oh, he had a hidden bomb in there. Didn't even see it. Now, while his large body's great for being able to hit him anywhere, it kind of sucks because it does make his hitboxes really large. Also, did he legit just power up again? Come on. Let me cut your tail off. Please? 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 Alright, well, let's also sharpen, because now we're back to green. Yeah, the only unfortunate part about our ice insect glaive is that it doesn't actually have a whole lot of sharpness to it, which is definitely a part that sucks. So just be very mindful of that. That at least the glaives, like, they have the higher element of all of the glaives that I'm using, of the element that I've looked at. But the downside is they just don't have a whole lot of sharpness. Plus the glaive does actually burn through sharpness pretty quick, actually. So just something to keep in mind when picking a weapon to use. He's enraged, but he did lose his tail, so his ability to create more bombs did actually just get diminished severely, which I really enjoy, because those bombs, dealing with them are hella annoying. I do like this series because it actually has made me more well-versed at a lot of weapons. I'm not gonna lie, when I first played World and Iceborne, and even when I got better at it, I actually really hated, like, and I mean really hated the dual blades, but I liked them in concept. And now I actually really like them. They're not good against every matchup, mind you, but I did not expect them to just absolutely demolish Ebony Odogaron or AzurePKK. That was not something I was expecting. Alright, he's doing his dive bomb, but now he's dropping purple bombs. Or is he? Yes. Well, he's actually dropping a mix of both. So just be careful of that. That's not actually his ultimate attack yet, as crazy as that sounds. That's not the attack to keep out for. There's brown. Give me red. Perfect. Got him. Tagged him. Now he's not enraged. Now we could go for a flint shot, but we don't actually have the rock-setting mantle, so I don't feel comfortable. And look at how quickly we burn through this sharpness. We're already back down to green. That just shows you that the sharpness for this glaive specifically, while the element is amazing, it does not have a whole lot of sharpness. See if we can go for a flint shot. Oh, did we get it? We got it? Oh, we got it. Wow. Awesome. Lay on the ice elemental damage. Get that sick knockdown. stunned his head just enough. Although, yeah, I was gonna say standing in the fire was not a good idea because we lost a lot of HP there. But that was nice. That was very solid. Very solid. You gonna keep just slamming yourself in the magma? Is that really what you're gonna do? When he's in rage, he will actually do that slam attack twice, so that's also something to keep an eye out for, but I didn't expect him to do it several times. That was not what I was expecting. A little different. You see what I mean? How Seething Basil doesn't feel like it's as difficult as regular Basil. Like, yeah, this is still a little bit tough, but we haven't actually died. Despite how aggressive and kind of reckless I'm playing, we're not dying. That's why it's so weird that Seething Basil I don't feel like is as difficult as regular Basil. I mean, I still don't actually like fighting Seething Basil, so I mean, there's also that. Alright, let's get our extracts back up. Watch out for these large radius purple explosions. We really don't want to get caught by those. Now, imagine how many times we would have gotten stunned in this fight, right? Just imagine the amount of times we've been smacked, but that stun resist is preventing us from actually being stunned. It's the best. And I would have ran that skill earlier in the game, but I didn't actually have the decos to slot it in, and we didn't have great armor that had the stun resist skill and had other great skills along with it. So this actually just worked out for the better. We don't have to research. I don't know if Basil's running away with skulls or if he was just going to transition areas. Let's find out. We can't capture him. Oh, yep, that's skull straps right there. That's a limp, baby. Or we're going to let Basil get away. We'll catch him as he drops bombs. He doesn't go too far away, but he cannot escape us. We are the apex predator. Time to capture you.
Nice work. Wrap up the expedition and let's head back. Don't keep me waiting.
Time to head back. Oh, dude, Milo stole the mantle for Basil Goose? Wow. Milo stole the rarest item. Nice.
Everyone here? Perfect. I've got some great news. We found some Nergigante traces.
Great.
That's great news?
You heard me. Wherever that puppy shows up, it means it's on the hunt for something big. Now we just need to figure out what that something big is.
Not only that, but thanks to the Fifth Fleet, we've also found traces of other Elder Dragons in each region. And quite a healthy assortment of Elder Dragons at that.
Things are really starting to heat up, huh? How's the investigation into the seismic actions going?
Swimmingly. We've been able to pinpoint locations here in the hinterlands as well as in the New World.
We've also been splitting up to search for spots where the song is audible. We should be able to report our findings soon.
Great. Keep it up and we'll be able to track down the old Everworm in no time.
Speaking of which, I have a request of the Fifth. If I'm not mistaken, we may be able to learn something about the old Everworm from the recently awoken Elder Dragons. At this stage, information is key. I'd like to request a formal investigation into these Elder Dragons.
Chief, what do you think?
Elder dragons have always been closely tied to all kinds of natural phenomena. We'd be fools not to investigate them.
Great. We'll get started right away.
But wait, what about me?
Just, do what you always do.
Ha! I'm on it.
Okay, let's get to it.
Something's going on with the Elder Dragons, Pard. Let's head out on an expedition or optional quest to check it out.
My goodness, the base is growing. With more people, we're gonna need more ingredients. Same thing, same quest. Is it a delivery? No. Hunt all target monsters, the Simmer and Slice, Glavenus, and Rathian. Well, we have an objective, and we also have more Elder Dragon research to do, I guess. Where I thought I saw another exclamation point on the map. Was I imagining it? No, it's over here, yeah. I can't even maneuver around can't even maneuver around the own map that we've been here so many times. I can't even maneuver around the map.
Oh, that reminds me.
Ever since my little accident, I keep getting all these ideas. Like cramming decorations into the dragon-proof mantle.
Take care out there.
But this one's not a quest. This one is a delivery. The technician's temperament. Let me holler at you, Hunter. As you know, I've been going bonkers with all these ideas lately, but I'm a little short on materials. If you could help me out, it'd be much appreciated. A Gushala Deora Fellwing and a Toestra Fellwing. 2 other Elder Dragons we need to do battle with. Well, we've got Elder Dragons to find, and we've got some new Elder Dragons to also rebattle and master rank. So, that is all we're going to do today. So next time, we will start working on the investigation of all of these new Elder Dragons. I'll see you guys then. No, I didn't think that attack was gonna kill me. No! Little Nightmares 2 is awesome.